Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monster Chavez. And as some of you may know, it is June, which means it's Pride Month. So, in honor of Pride Month, Morphe put out this amazing Pride palette. Okay, let's jump into the details. So, Morphe put out this eyeshadow palette that retails for $20. After shipping and handling, it's like 26, 28, I think. I know I'm late, I just got it. I'm not on no PR, baby. So, I'm a little bit late. All the money that Morphe makes is going to the Trevor Project, which is for LGBTQ. And it's an amazing company, and I really wanted to try this product. I keep seeing so many amazing, beautiful, colorful looks online with this palette. So I was like, girl, I gotta get it. This is the palette. Oh, the clear sheet fell out. This is the palette. I'm not gonna swatch every single one of them because I'm sure by now you've already seen them all online. If you haven't seen the swatch, I will insert a photo here. So what we're gonna do today is just basically jump in and create a colorful look. The first color that really grabs my eyes is this beautiful yellow shade. So I do wanna go in and use her. First, I'm going to prime my lids. I'm going to just take a MAC 194. This is really old. I got this when I was in like middle school. And I'm just gonna prime my lids with the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. I know. Don't come for me. Don't come for Kat. I love her products. Like, no matter what she's going through, I really love her products. And I was gonna use my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, but I couldn't find it, so deal with it. So now that I've taken forever to prime my lids, like I said, I'm really feeling this yellow shade. I believe it is called Sunlight. It is. I'm gonna first go in with this yellow shades, and I'm gonna go into the inner corner of my eyes. Now, I do know that some of you, if not most of you, can already tell I have very hooded eyes, so there's going to be a lot of this going on. I apologize ahead of time. And I know you're probably like, we can't see. I know, I'm figuring it out. I'm still working on it. I don't know how they do it. There's like, I can't put a mirror in front of me. I'm trying to figure out how to do my makeup in front of you guys eventually so that it's like I'm looking into a mirror. Until then, just bear with me. I'm sorry. Next, I'm gonna go in with this very coral orange shade called Pride. And I'm just gonna place that right beside this yellow gently. And I do want to add, these are pressed pigments, so instead of blending them right away, I just pat them in, because if you blend them right away, the color's not as bold. Okay, so I just want to stop really quick and say, I don't live for this shade Pride. It's not very neon orange, so I'm gonna do the other side really quick because it's gotta match, but then I'm gonna do something else. So because this palette doesn't really have a beautiful bold orange, I don't know why, it's a Pride, I'm going to jump into my James Charles X Morphe or Morphe X James Charles palette. And I'm just going to go in with this bright, bright, bright orange right here. It's like Halloween orange. Let's give her a whirl, shall we? I keep trying to look into this fucking palette and it doesn't have a mirror. But she does. Yes, better. Now I also want to just state, these shadows aren't going to be blended very well. I'm just placing them in place for right now, and then I'm going to go back and blend them later. So if these lines are harsh, it's okay. Next, I'm just going to go in with this beautiful shade here. It's a dark red. It's very pretty. It's called Life. And I'm just going to place that beside the orange. Wow. So I just want to add, this red is very pigmented. It's amazing. Morphe may have came for Jeffree Star, guys. Like, Blood Sugar, who? We don't know her. Lastly, I just want to take this shade called Culture, and I'm just going to blend the edges with the red and just soften that a little bit because it's very bold. Now that I've laid down that base, I'm going to go in with this Morphe JH31. This is just a little brush from, you can't see anything, my light is too bright. This is just a brush from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collection, and I'm just going to go in and soften those lines together just a little bit. Oh, pretty. So next we're going to move on to the bottom lower lash, and we're going to just go in with, I think, this green here, and it's called Nature. And I'm just going to pat that right beside the yellow. And I'll come a little bit closer so you can see me. And since I am a little bit closer, this palette does have a little bit of fallout, but it's no big deal. We can go in and fix that in a little bit. Now that I've placed that green down, I'm just gonna go in. Well, this shade, this palette does not have a matte blue. There's just a royal shimmery blue, and it's called Rise Up. And there's a pretty blue called Peace, but it's a shimmer shade. So what I'm gonna do is dip back into my James Charles palette, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And if this gives you really bad anxiety, I'm sorry, it gives me anxiety too, because If you could see my setup, oh my goodness, like the mirror is so far away. Now that I've laid that shade down, I'm now gonna go in with the Morphe palette again, and I'm gonna take the shade Truth, this deep purple, and I'm just gonna blend that on the outer lash. And now that I've laid that shade down, I'm now gonna go in with a Morphe PK36. I think this was limited edition. I got it about a year ago. It's pink and rose gold. I think it came out around Valentine's Day. And I'm just gonna blend out that lower lash a little bit so that it's not so harsh, because right now it's And now that I've done that, I keep seeing this pretty shade here called Stonewall. And I think I'm gonna put that in the inner corner of the eyes. And again, I'm just gonna take a Morphe E19, and it's a really flat brush, and I'm just gonna place that in the corner of my eyes. It's almost like a loose glitter. It's very pretty on the finger. I know that you're like, we can't see a damn thing you just did, but I just placed it on the inner corner. I'm not really feeling this shade either. I mean, it's really pretty in the palette. And like I said, it's pressed, so it's prettier on the finger than it is in the inner corner with a brush. And I think that's just because it's the brush. But I'm not going to take my full finger and just dab it on my eye, because then I'm just going to mess this whole look up. Okay, I lied to you guys. This eye did amazing. I wet my brush, so wet your brushes, okay? It's just some MAC setting spray. That did wonders. So, now that I've done that, I'm just gonna go clean up the under eyes of my, well, under eyes, duh. And throw on some mascara and maybe a lash if I can find one, because I'm just now rearranging my makeup room. And throw on a lip, and I will be right back. So now that I'm back and I've completed this look, I want to say this palette is amazing, okay? And no, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. No one's just gonna wear rainbow all day, every day. But I do want to say this palette is for a really good cause, and I'm very pleased with this palette. I mean, I made a beautiful rainbow eye, and I'm amazed. So I hope that I've inspired someone to go buy this palette, or even just make a rainbow look out of a palette you already have or own. It's for a great cause, and it's dear to my heart, and I'm sure others as well. I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. If you decide to recreate this look or do a rainbow look, tag me in it somewhere over here, and I'll be sure to like it. Also, be sure and subscribe to my channel before you leave. You hear me? Subscribe.